Hello, hello. Hello, Venus angels. Welcome back to another episode of Venus Cove, a show about all things witchy and magical with a cosmic touch of astrology. I'm always changing up the meaning like every episode, but it is truly all about the seasons, the zodiac signs, and reflecting on what it has in store for us as fellow earthlings down here. Just looking for more insight, peace, growth, strength, and love. All love angels. We are on the planet Venus as you listen to this. Picture yourself in a cosmic bar up in Venus with me as your bartender, serving your favorite elixir, be it coffee, tea, an espresso martini, or whatever serves your fancy. And behold, because I have a story to share with you today, angels, and the topic is no other than Virgo season and all its magical secrets it unfolds. Let's get into it. Virgo has a distinct vibe. Virgo energy is like a cleanse after the wildness of Leo season. Don't get me wrong, I loved Leo season. Leo was all about the spotlight, fire, self-expression, and now Virgo comes in with grounding, practicality, and refinement. Think of Virgo as the energy that helps you organize your life, check your routines, and fine-tune the little details that make everything just flow better. Virgo has really great critical thinking skills. And when I first heard the word critical, I saw it as a negative. I saw it as something that was about being judgy and bringing you down. But as I was talking it through with one of my good friends, she brought up a great point about criticism, especially for the season of Virgo. It can be harnessed to be used as a helpful tool to not repeat cycles. It's a good time in one's life to be critical because, again, Venus angels, if you took Leo season for what it brought, finding your confidence, your voice, your worth, and your spark back, now, in order to keep that going, Virgo will help you notice the patterns and cycles that no longer serve you and kind of sort of chisel out what stays and what goes for this new and improved being you've become. Virgo is only going to keep that spark going and make it last. It's going to shape it. Virgo also is a mutable sign. So, as we've learned throughout the year, mutable means it's about change. And it's only going to add on to the change from Leo season. Again, only if you work with it, if you let this energy into your life and utilize it. Some feelings for Virgo energy to expect are groundedness. It's an earth sign after all, so it stabilizes and brings things back down to reality. It's very detail-oriented. It notices everything others miss, like a quiet perfectionist. Virgo also has a service-minded mentality. They genuinely want to help, support, and improve situations. So acts of service is their love language. And lots of beautiful, nourishing, healing energy too. Virgo rules the 6th house of health, wellness, and daily routines. So this season it's really great for self-care, habits, and healing. And just like I mentioned about chiseling and shaping, it loves refinement. Virgo loves efficiency, editing, and getting it right. So expect lots of that too. And I do want to give a little heads up because I know Not everyone's lives are the same, and some seasons can be tougher for others mentally and emotionally. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, just like Gemini, and it has a strong sense of overanalyzing or being overly criticizing. So this is the negative side. Not just themselves, but of others. So keep that in mind when you notice yourself being too harsh and just overanalyzing yourself or other people. I highly recommend breathing exercises and somatic exercises along with EFT tapping. EFT tapping is something new I'm trying, and it's pretty common in like the spiritual guru world. It's something that helps with preventing self-judgment, and it shifts your mindset to a positive outlook. So it's both a therapeutic tool with growing evidence and a spiritual / self-help practice, depending on the crowd using it. So yeah, the vibe of Virgo season is like cleaning out your closet, meal prepping, setting goals, journaling, basically setting yourself up for the next big moves with structure and clarity. I'm kind of loving it. Also, I would just like to give notice, so for whoever is not like super into astrology and they're like still not believing this woo-woo stuff, I just want to say, not like I need to explain myself or astrology in general, but school always starts around this time of year, so like it just so conveniently comes at the perfect time when everyone is going back into school, maybe going back into work, coming back from vacation, and we're just all here to get our shit together. So yeah, it's earthy, but it's not boring. It's about creating space for growth. This is where we can go back into ourselves, our inner dialogue, our inner selves. And can I just say, angels, for me, Leo season definitely helped me discover my voice. But I just want to say thank you to the stars and the universe, God, Jesus, for setting up the cosmos like this. Like, wow, it really was divinely created. I find myself having so much more of a positive outlook on things now, or like whenever I do fall into negativity, I quickly find a positive way to see things. And I just want to take a moment to just appreciate things and how it's structured and made. Like, wow, I have never felt happier to feel Virgo season coming. I used to hate it because school would be around this time for me. And I'm still in school, but there's so much more blessings that I see now and so many other ways to see this time of year. Like the Burr months are coming, September, October, November, December. Spooky season is coming, September ween, pumpkin spice lattes. I could keep going. Like after a long, hectic, chaotic year, I just love how Virgo comes in and gives me that structure, that motherly energy, nurturing, care, thoughtful acts of service. Oh my God. It's the mom energy that shows up as, I made sure you ate today, or I created a safe, clean space for you to rest. It's gentle, practical love. She gets things done. I feel like all this happening inside me, and I'm starting to feel so safe again in my body, my mind, my gut, my heart. I'm trusting myself more. Baby steps. When I mess up, it hurts less. I give myself grace. That gentle discipline I spoke about last week, I believe. This week was long, angels. Lots of processing, lots of healing, lots of journaling. I don't quite remember. It was a magical long week, though. But yeah, I believe I spoke about discipline last week. And speaking of magical, now that I'm on my own, I have been making my life, as the internet says, romanticizing. I've been cleaning my house, my entire house. I love it. It's a new hobby for me. I've been doing cute little face masks, and I just feel so cute. I've been lighting candles again. I bought candles because the weather is weathering. We're finally going down to the 70s. Oh, thank God. The summer was great, but I was getting overheated. I could not stand it anymore. I've never been more thankful living on the East Coast. I've been keeping calm, music in the background, making breakfast, all super cute and aesthetic-y for me, myself, and I, getting flowers for me and my friends. It's just been very urban cottagecore lately. I live in the city, but there's a coziness to city vibes in the fall especially, and I appreciate that very much so. I've been actively just looking for cozy, cute spaces to hang out in, taking advantage of living in New York City, bookstores, coffee shops, parks. I've been in nature a lot lately too, and wow, that's been so healing too. Like nature, just being in nature with it, if you know what I mean, it's just been magical. I've been making videos and editing more, getting my editing stamina back. It's been really beautiful. And I'm so grateful to be here and be alive with such a loving, supporting system of friends and family. Like, wow, I've never felt so blessed like I do right now. So yeah, I just had to share that for a little bit. And speaking of another beautiful friend, let's talk about the new moon tomorrow. The moon, our dear feminine energy friend. We are finally coming out of the shedding phase and we are entering growth. We are entering into growth. Virgo energy already has that earthy grounding vibe, but this lunation is bringing a really special reset. Think of it like a cosmic cleanse, fresh starts, new routines, a chance to refine the little things in your life that actually make the biggest difference. All things I mentioned before, but for Virgos especially, this is probably the most important new moon of the year. It's your time to step into your own potential, claim what you want, and really align yourself with the opportunities that are coming your way. Now, what I also love about this new moon is that it's not about striving for perfection. It's about worthiness, setting intentions not from a place of, I need to fix this, but from a place of, I already am enough and I deserve more of what lights me up. So this week, I encourage you to lean into some Virgo-flavored rituals. Light a candle in a soft green or earthy tone. Hold on to a crystal like moss agate or clear quartz, or even just brew a cup of chamomile tea as you journal and ask yourself, what's one small, meaningful habit I want to cultivate that supports my healing and growth? And maybe it's going out in nature or journaling, or maybe it's reaching out to a friend for support, or maybe it's going to therapy, or maybe it's sleeping more. Only you know what's best for you, angels. I think for me, I've been working on my confidence, and I realized that confidence is an inside job. It has nothing to do with the external world, and I feel like no one talks about that enough. Like, it's not about how much material things you have or the clothes you wear. Like, no, seriously, it's really not. And I figured that out because as I'm cleansing and processing and just working on my healing process, I'm trying to look for healthier things to listen to. And one podcast that I've been listening to, who's also about spiritual wellness, is this podcast called Claim Your Power by Kim Peretz. I really appreciate her. She gives me firecracker goddess energy. And she said that the opposite of confidence is not insecurity, it's self-abandonment. And I needed to think about that for a moment. I can't speak for everyone, but that resonated heavily with me. Like, it made sense that every time I'd abandon myself, it would make it harder to trust myself later on. So therefore, my confidence would go down. And I don't think it's about necessarily looking cool in front of others, but it's how you stay present with yourself. It's how you never abandon yourself. That's the confidence of having your own back. You catching yourself if external sources are making you feel uncomfortable or pushing you. You know, it's not about proving to others. It's about proving to yourself, your inner child, saying, are you going to protect me? Trusting your yes and trusting your no. There was so much in my youth that I said yes to not look lame or boring, and it ended up not trusting myself even more. The lack of confidence, my intuition went down, when all I had to ask myself was, does this make me feel safe? Does my inner child feel okay with this? All because I mistaked approval for love. And it's such a common mistake that we all make because we're humans. We naturally want to and need love from others. We're social creatures and we just want to be accepted as we are fully. And so I'm just so grateful for my journey. And I love talking about it here too, because as I speak, as I also get flashbacks talking about this, I also get reminders of how good I'm doing right now in my life. Like, I love my art, and I know podcasting isn't seen as an art per se, but I consider it part of my art, my artistic therapeutic process, and that's why I do it, and it makes healing fun. So take a deep breath, thank yourself for showing up, and trust that you're already aligned with what you need. And may this Virgo new moon bring you clarity, healing, and a softer way of moving through your days. Set your intentions, stay grounded, and let this season remind you that you are already enough. And that is all I have for you today, angels. Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, be sure to comment below your favorite peaceful or grounding emoji. New episodes of Venus Cove are on Fridays on Spotify and my YouTube channel, August and Venus. And have a happy new moon tomorrow. Have a beautiful new moon tomorrow. Have a blessed new moon tomorrow. Don't forget to manifest. It's going to be a great time to do any manifestations or desires or wishes or anything to the new moon. And that's it, angels. My name is Johanna, also go by August here at the Cove, and this is Venus Cove signing off. Until next time, Venus angels.